Hello and good evening here from St. Louis Park. I'm Bruce Homer along with Keith Williams.
Hey.
And start of the North Suburban Conference season as St. Louis Park takes on the Fridley Tigers. And we're just getting underway. We have a little bit of technical difficulty. We'll have video coming on here in just a second, but for now we'll just give you the play-by-play of what's going on. And the Orioles kicked the ball. It was recovered by Fridley on the kickoff at the 21-yard line, where they will start now. First and 10 from their own 21-yard line. The quarterback, Nick Rathke, the running back, Darius Molba. Wide receivers, they have four of them, Pal, Murray, Frid, and Dean.
And a nice dive run by number 23 from Fridley, Molba. Gain of about 6.
Fridley operates out of a spread offense. They will put the ball up quite a bit in this football game. They're Fridley coming off a victory over Zimmerman, and this is a very senior-oriented Fridley team. Lots of seniors. I'll have the Park defense here in just a minute here as Rathke barks out the signals.
And now we got a sweep by number 5 going up the sideline. Nice tackle by number 41. Lawson on the tackle. Murray on the carry. Gain of about 3.
You know, Tyree Carruthers is the quarterback that is out there. I'm not sure. We were given Rathke as the starter, but number 10, Carruthers, is the quarterback that's been out there. Let's see if that's, yeah. Unless we have a roster mix-up, I have Carruthers as the quarterback. Tyree Carruthers.
Draw play back to number 23. Nice tackle.
Well, Jackson County, when St. Louis Park played Jackson County, they were able to run. They were able to run pretty much at will at the beginning of the game against St. Louis Park, and then the Orioles made some adjustments. And Fridley right now taking advantage of the ground game and getting some first downs here.
And so we hope we see like what we didn't see last game, where the guys not wrapping up, and it seemed like they're doing a better job of tackling tonight, which is a good sign for St. Louis Park tonight.
Player in motion, and the throw goes to
swing
that
pass,
player.
number 5.
That's Murray.
And a nice open tackle by number 3, Donovan Hike.
Yep.
You know, nice open field tackle. Nice read. And again, Bruce, what I'm seeing tonight is like I didn't see against Jackson County was a lot of good fundamental attacking. So hopefully they learned something from from the last game, and it looks like they did. So, you know, hope their defense plays well tonight.
Should mention temperature at game time, just right around 90 degrees. A little bit of a breeze could help. And the pitch.
Oh,
good.
Nice.
Well, Orioles really did a good job getting a group of players there to make the tackle on Molba. And again, they didn't allow Molba to break free into the open field. He was able to elude the first tackle defender, but then the Orioles did a good job gang tackling him.
And again, like I said, tonight they're gang tackling, they're wrapping up below waist, and they're, you know, the guys are not getting positive yards, and that's what we've seen against Jackson County. Guys getting positive yards after they're making a tackle, and guys missing, and they're doing a good job this evening.
So it's a third down, call it 14 yards to go. A lot of movement.
Another swing pass. Oh, and another beautiful tackle by Huck. Tackle, you know, here's the thing. Huck is all over that swing pass, so they might want to go back to the drawing board with that. That is great defense. Nice open field tackle again for Huck for St. Louis Park.
Keith, is that a little bit of scouting?
You know, I don't know what it is, but I call it great fundamental in tackling because that little swing route out to the back in motion, and you got a one-on-one situation, you can make a play like that. That is awesome.
So now Fridley will punt the ball. Matt Dean will do the punting. Stafford has to backtrack to his 30-yard line.
A little slip by number 15.
You know what? He did a good job. He did not touch the ground, so he was able to get about 7 yards after that.
A nice pickup by Stafford there.
Out to the 37-yard line. And the way he had to backtrack on that, you know, you got to just make sure you catch the ball first, and he was able to do that.
Exactly.
Starting lineup for the St. Louis Park Orioles on offense will be Quinn Livedall, the quarterback, the running back Brian Griffin Jr., wide receivers Hickerson Mitchell, Jeffrey Babcock, and Charlie Houghton. tight end Henry Albrecht. And on the offensive line, it'll be Piper, McIntyre, Werner, Wilkinson, and Warner. Livedall will take it.
Nice carry by Livedall, the quarterback keeper. Picks up nice.
Still
Keeps the feet running and almost a first down. Looked like a gain about 9 yards. Nice play by Livedall.
Carrying some of the defenders as we see the defense. Musa, Mayway, Green, and Elliott on the line. The linebackers Bauer, Prosser, Whalen, and defensive backs. Oh, also Korma.
Oh, nice job.
Defensive backs Kahn, Howard, and Williams. So Orioles get a first down on their first possession. Livedall with Griffin Jr. in the backfield. And the handoff.
Oh, fake handoff.
Well, the fake. Here's Livedall again.
Nice job.
And Livedall stays on his feet
for another 15-yard pickup.
You know, Quinn Livedall has some great size, and he's just able to stay on his feet, keep his feet churning, and spin for that first down and more. So they get to the 38-yard line. The no-huddle offense for St. Louis Park.
You got to give Livedall and Lawson, kudos on that fake run. Had the defensive backs a bite.
Well, they go with what's been working, and that was Livedall again. So second down, 7 yards to go. Brian Griffin Jr. getting the play from Livedall there. Back to pass, Livedall fakes. Now he's under pressure, and he'll just go back to the line of scrimmage.
A nice tackle by number 11 from Fridley. Sam Musa on the tackle.
He faked, didn't see the open receiver, and smartly elected to take it himself, just avoid the turnover. Right now, St. Louis Park with good field position on the 36-yard line. Low snap, scooped up, thrown over the middle behind the intended receiver. Right, that was Hickerson Mitchell. Mitchell had a little bit of an opening in the seam there.
Just a little bit behind him.
Livedall did a good job to scoop the ball. It was the snap was on the ground, and now the Orioles, let's see, they go for it here. Livedall, throw in the flat. Griffin Jr. is not going to go anywhere. Loss of yards, and the ball be turned over to Fridley. So just a swing pass that time, but the Fridley defense doing a great job reading that one. There's a situation where St. Louis Park may have been able to pin Fridley down by punting the ball and making this a field position game. And now Fridley has good field.
And I don't know if that was a good call, Bruce. You know, me as if I'm a coach, I'm a punt it away, hopefully get them downfield, make them earn those yards, and not let them give them the ball in the middle of the field and be on their side of the ball real quick.
So now Fridley with Carruthers. And he'll hand off. Nice hole up the middle.
Nice hole to number 23.
Yeah, that Darius Mulba.
Again, you got to question the call by the coach, Bruce. On fourth down and long. Do you punt the ball or do you go for it? And me as a coach, I'm going to punt the ball every time and not give them good field position. And now it puts the defense in a tough situation.
So Fridley with the first down at the 45-yard line. They're going to give it again to the running back. Big hole. Mulba. And Mulba inside the 30-yard line to the 29.
And all Fridley's doing right now, Bruce, is they're just running a simple dive play right up the middle. Guys coming full speed down ahead. That defensive line got to get through and get some pressure there so they can stop that. Or the linebackers got to step up in the hole and make that play.
There's a sidestep.
A nice tackle by Kramer there on the dive play from Mobile on the run.
Second and 8.
So 2nd down and 8 for Fridley, just underway. 5:21 left to go here in the first quarter. Carruthers out of the spread, throws across the middle, complete.
Nice tackle by number 68, Kramer.
Yeah, so the pass was caught by Cheney Powell. Cheney Powell, 6'3", so he's got some good
Big
size.
target.
There's a play where they just went over the middle. Mulba in the backfield. First down, 10 for the Tigers.
Oh, nice play by St. Louis Park by number 64 and number 60. Nice job.
Yeah, Christopher Compton, number 64, and also Darren Martin. We called Martin's name a lot last game, but again, I think the player getting in first that time was Compton. And
yeah, that was a great play.
So a loss of yards makes it now 2nd down, 13 yards to go.
Look, like they got a power T formation backfield here. Number 17 on the keeper.
And a nice gain that time. That was Odell Howard.
Brings up 3rd and short.
So a different lineup, different way they lined up that time, and that play worked as they snapped it.
I don't know if it was a running back.
Howard.
Was that a running back or a quarterback that was running with that ball?
Wide receiver.
So they just gave him a different look. You know,
Right.
confused the defense
Wildcat,
a little bit.
Wildcat
little
formation.
wildcat. Now back to the regular formation.
See if they give it to Mulba on a dive here. They do, and Mulba goes all the way in for a touchdown. So Mulba untouched that time into the end zone, gives Fridley a 6-0 lead with 3:25 to go in the first quarter. And now the extra point attempt is good by Wiggins. Well, St. Louis Park has yet to have a lead in this season so far.
You know, like I said again, not to throw the coach under the bus, but you know, 4th down, long, punt the ball away, live to see another day. You know, give your defense opportunity and make them earn those yards instead of giving them half the field.
Take the glasses off here. It's getting a little darker here.
The sun dropped quick, huh?
Right. That's a sign that it's football season and days are getting shorter here. How about Peyton Manning yesterday?
Oh man, 7 touchdowns, and you know, like the guy, like I heard Brett Musburger says, as soon as that guy's done, don't even do anything to send him right to the Hall of Fame. That was amazing. You know, not only that, Wells Welker was unbelievable yesterday.
Yes.
It just tells you that he has so many weapons in the wide receiver core of his this year. That's gonna be so scary to watch him for the rest of this year. 43 touchdowns away from breaking Tom Brady's record. Number 2 on the return.
Wow, he got hit, spins around,
He's still going.
and down the sideline, out at about the 49-yard line. That's Neris Gazelle. Boy, that was just amazing. They held on to the football, let alone kept on his feet.
And that was a heck of a run. Just kept his feet moving and picked up some great yards on that play.
So now the Orioles again with good field position at the 46-yard line. We'll see if they can do something here. Livdahl, leading rusher for the Orioles.
The last series we've seen a lot of quarterback keepers, so we'll see if they change it up this series. I hope again we go with the quarterback keeper.
Trying to follow right up the gut. Right
Again, that's not a bad play on 1st down. You get 5 yards. You know, gives you great field position with 2nd down coming up. But the last series, Bruce, we've seen them run that quarterback dive a lot, and you know, ended up hurting them. So hopefully they'll mix it up a little bit, throw them off balance, and pick up some more positive yards.
Livdahl, here's a quick pass.
Quick hitch pass to number 2. Nice big
Neris
run.
Uzel, and Uzell has a first down.
A nice run by number 2. Okay.
Here's an option play, and Livedall was looking to try and maybe pitch it to Griffin Jr., but really not an opportunity. Griffin Jr. pretty far away that time, and that play just had nowhere to go.
Yeah, and he just waited too long because he had his back out there. They had all bit and pinched in, and he just held it a little too long.
Right, yeah, the defensive end, Musa, that time came in overcommitted. Right.
Yep, he overcommitted, so he had him out there. He's got to get rid of that ball.
Second down long. Livedall, he's got time to throw. Now he's going to tuck it in. He's got to do something with it, though, and fumbles it.
And Livedall, that play has to understand, you got a clock in your head as a quarterback, and he had some room out there to run it. So there's running to get the positive yards. As we look here back on the replay, 1001, 1002, 1003, he got this whole open field to run it. He can run it, and he just held the ball on too long, and we call that a coverage sack in the game of football there. Got to be smart about this as a quarterback. Wow, that was almost offside.
There's a fake. Now Livedall takes it himself, trying to just get some yards back, and they get close to the 49. So a punting situation now for the Orioles. They'll send in the punting team.
And again, it's just like, not going back to the Jackson County game, Bruce, but we understand one thing. They got to start, creating longer series on the offense and keep his defense off the field, because as we see, Fridley got some high explosive players on their team, and that will be a long night for the St. Louis Orioles if they don't get these guys off the field and give them a little breather.
Looks like Murray back for Fridley, and Kramer will do the punting. We have a timeout.
Got a flag. Got a dead ball. Ball started on St. Louis Park's backs him up just a little bit.
So they'll mark this one on the 44-yard line. 46 seconds remaining in the first quarter. The Tigers lead 7-0 over the Orioles. Kramer standing at his 30-yard line to punt.
Low snap, still picks
They've had
up.
a number of low snaps. They're going to need a good roll.
It touched the player.
Yep.
Oh, it touched the player.
Fall.
Touch number 1, Orioles got the ball back. I don't think number 1 knew where he was in that situation.
I don't think Junior Lawrence knew that was such a short kick. It was like,
and it just tapped him on the leg.
Kick, yeah. Well, we've seen Kramer with some good punts this year. That one was not a good punt. And was he blocked into it?
No, he wasn't blocked into it. He just touched it. A nice heads-up play by number 21.
So a big break for St. Louis Park. See if they can take advantage of it. Livedall back to pass. He's got time again. They've had good protection for him.
Great protection off this line.
Right, Hickerson Mitchell, a little frustrated. Maybe Hickerson could come back, do it like down and out.
Yep. So Hickerson sometimes has to come back to that ball, so it creates a space between him and the defensive back.
The only play successful so far for the Orioles in their first 3 possessions has been the quarterback run.
Yep, and here we go again with it.
It's a little slower developing this time.
And I think it's a little slower developing. I think Fridley has caught on to that play, and he said we're not going to let him have any more positive yards in that play.
And we're going to let the clock run down here as the quarter is coming to an end, 7 seconds.
It's interesting. We haven't seen Griffith Jr. run the ball that much. When we've seen him run the ball in the last game, he had some pretty good yards, and we haven't seen him run the ball much. So, we'll see if they get him in the ball game here somehow.
Well, and that can maybe set up the pass a little bit when you go to a play action if you are running. But we're through 1 quarter of play here from St. Louis Park. Fridley leads 7-0. We'll be back with more football in just a minute.
Patty, let me be honest with you. Won't filing for Social Security benefits online be confusing?
George, it's simple and easy, and you can do it in your pajamas from the comfort of your own home.
Oh, my.
You've navigated through asteroid belts, right?
Oh, sure, plenty of times.
Well, compared to that, navigating socialsecurity.gov is a snap.
Really?
It's so easy. Even Kirk could do it.
That's great. That's so nice in a picture.
Well, Bruce Overline with Keith Williams as we get ready to start the second quarter. St. Louis Park with the football on the 39-yard line. Trying to make something positive happen here, Keith, to get the crowd, get things going here. We saw St. Louis Park, once they did get a touchdown last game, they had a little more momentum. Back to pass. Here's a throw.
Nice.
Uzel cuts inside, and he is right around the first down marker.
And it'll be fourth down and inches. So here's a situation where you can go for it, you know.
Well, this is a play where Livdahl has been able to get at least 1 or 2 yards
On that quarterback keeper. So we may say that, or we may see the fake quarterback keep, give it to, Griffith Jr., let him pick up a couple yards, get this offense moving down the field some more.
Here's where it's always tough, though, because when you run out of the spread, the quarterback's 5 yards back. So it's a little bit tougher to get that 1 yard. There's Griffith Jr. and sacked up. It depends. He stretched out. He stretched out, but his knee hit the ground a little early. I don't think he got it. Nope, not where they marked that one.
First down, Tigers.
You see Fridley getting a lot of pursuit.
And it's one of those things that the offensive line just got to get a quicker, faster jump on the Fridley's defense, to pick up that inch or two. And, sometimes it looks easier than it looks from up here.
So now we'll see if the defense can come up with a big play here. Fridley's done well in their first few possessions, marching the ball down the field. Man in motion. And the give to Molba.
A nice tackle by Stafford again. Nice, great open field tackle by Stafford again. He's a busy guy coming from that defensive back spot. It's not often that you see a safety coming from where he's lined up at coming to make a big play like that.
Right, and it's not, you don't want your safeties or defensive backs to be making all the tackles.
No,
exactly. We saw Hike with a few big plays coming from the backfield spot. There's a fake, and Molba gets the carry.
Oh, a nice tackle by, again.
Yep, that was Hike.
Hike again. Yeah, hey, let me tell you one thing. These defensive backs, they came to play tonight, ladies and gentlemen. 15 and number 3 are making some tackles tonight. And I'm not just talking about little tackles. I'm talking about nice open field tackles.
And getting in quickly and getting him behind the line, which is so important. It's all about getting that penetration in there. And there's some pressure on the quarterback, thrown over the middle, and it's incomplete. The pass intended for Cheney Powell, who.
And I think Tyree Carruthers felt that Stafford coming in there on that safety blitz and had to get rid of that ball a little faster than he wanted to.
Good defensive possession or stance for the Orioles that time, and they will force the punt.
Well, Bruce, you got to say, these guys look a lot better than they did that first game. So it looked like they tightened up and fixed some things and look a lot better tonight on defense.
Matt Dean standing at his own 22-yard line. Good punt.
Good high punt.
Stafford
on the back.
On the 25. Breaks one tackle. Now he tries to cut back the other way and dives out to the 39-yard line.
Nice job by Stafford on the return.
So the Orioles have had good starting position. They just haven't had good finishing position.
And again, I think, in my opinion, Bruce, I think these guys got to change up that offense a little bit. You know, I understand that quarterback dive was working for them in the first, series. And now they got to, go to Griffith a little bit, who we know can run the ball, pound it up in there a little bit, set up the play action, and hopefully get some passing going in this game at some point.
Well, Fridley likes to put the ball up in the air a lot, and they have not put the ball up too much in this game.
And just as
here's the keeper.
Nice. And
Griffin Jr.
Griffin Jr. on a nice run right there.
Just a nice inside handoff, and again, 3-4 yards. You'll take that.
Yeah, I'll take that. I always take 3 or 4 yards on the first down play. You run the ball again, get another 3 or 4 yards, then you'll be third and short. And then you can mix it up a little bit.
Babcock doesn't see anything come his way. He lines up on the near side.
They change it up, audible and out of whatever they have play going.
Livedall back to pass, has time, throws complete to the tight end.
Nice.
That's Albrecht, Henry
nice
Albrecht.
Pass for Albrecht. It looks like what he did, Bruce, there is he audibled out of what he seen, what the defense was giving him, which was a great play call, change up by the coach and the quarterback for St. Louis Park.
What I like that time, too, is Albrecht went back 5 yards further and came back to the ball.
When you do that, like you were saying, when you do that, what happens is you create the space between you and the linebacker or the defensive back, and then you get positive yards. Put that ball away. And nice little run by Griffith Jr. there. Boy, oh boy.
He's got to watch when he stretches that ball out there, though.
Yeah, did you see that play last night by the linebacker dropping the ball right before the finish line? His butt got
you don't want to. Yeah, you don't want to go back to to the coach right after that. You just go as far away from the coach.
Exactly.
Oh, almost. Yep, there's encroachment.
Nice. Encroachment by number 8.
Well, this is something we saw against Jackson County, too, is that cadence that, Quinn has
hard
had.
count. That hard count. There's that Brett Favre hard count going on.
Well, this is big, too, because now it's 2nd and 1, so it gives you a lot of opportunities here to maybe try something a little bit different.
Yeah, here we go. You can, again, you want to establish your run game because they really haven't established that, meaning with the running back. Little quick screen. Oh, nice. Oh.
Yeah, that was Albrecht, the tight end, trying to take the pass out in the flat.
Almost nice one-hander there.
Yeah, he almost pulled it in there.
Yep.
I think the defender, though, coming in was had something to do with that one. So now on 3rd and 1, we'll probably see Griffin Jr. Whoop. It's actually the quarterback keeps it. And
I think that was a little miscommunication between Griffin Jr. and Livedall. I don't know if he was going to hand it to him or not, but it seemed like there was a little bump between the two that interrupted the play. So,
Well, we saw the Orioles try and go for it sort of in this field position before, but now they're going to play it smart and have Kramer.
Which is a good choice.
Right now, no one back for Fridley.
I think Fridley is setting up for them not to probably fake it, so they're going to sit there and just take wherever the ball lands. But I don't think that they think St. Louis Park is going to.
Well, good. Nice job on fielding that ball. That was.
And they're going to get great field position on defense with St. Louis Park. Nice job by the punter.
Well, what could have been that Fridley, after fumbling that last one, they decided.
After hitting them in the leg,
we're going to just take the football.
Wherever they give it to us, to stay away from it.
Russo along with Keith Williams. You're still working out a little bit there.
Still eating, Bruce. Still eating.
You're not trying to get down to football weight?
No, I was just, it's funny. I was just at Wayzata High School yesterday talking to the varsity team before their carb-up dinner last night as those guys get ready to play Lakeville South, and wishing them all the best of luck over there. They're all asking me, they're like, you ever think about playing football again? I go, look at me, I'm 290 pounds, I'm 30 years old. This guy is retired. I just lift heavy things now.
Right. So we get a timeout here. They haven't assessed the timeout. I'm just wondering if this could be a water break.
This is one of those things now with with the heat and the college football, and with the heat being where they are all throughout the country, the referees are now giving teams adequate water breaks, to make sure the guys stay hydrated, because these guys get in the heat of the moment, not drinking water, and that's just a great job by the league and everybody all around to make sure these guys stay healthy, hydrated, so no accidents or injuries.
Last year we did the Benil game in the heat, and there was probably 4 or 5 players that kept cramping up, and that's a pretty painful thing when it happens. Stafford looking like he's going to blitz in from the left side there.
And Tyree Carruthers is sitting there checking out that play, whatever he's going to run, because he doesn't know if he's coming or not. But he's looking over there. And nice tackle, nice gang tackle by St. Louis Park again.
Oh, he's in the middle. Is that Darren Martin, too?
Folks. Darren Martin, Folks on the tackle.
So Fridley deep in their own territory. This is the worst field position that any team has had so far in this football game. Carruthers with Mulva in the backfield. And the give to Mulva again.
And nice tackle.
Going there.
And again, Bruce, I know I keep saying it, but I am very impressed with St. Louis Park, number 64, and this tackle, Compton on the tackle. And just watching these guys fundamentally tackle guys, wrapping up, bringing the guys down, not letting them get positive yards like Jackson County came in here and did on them. So they're looking great tonight. Good job by the defensive coordinator and the staff who got these guys back into fundamental tackling.
Trips to the near side, rolling to the near side is Compton. He's got time, good blocking, and the throw.
And then another big play by Stafford. This guy is a playmaker. This guy is here to play today.
Well, that was a nice pass right in the arms of Dean, but Stafford came in hard, full speed, and was able to knock the football loose. And now St. Louis Park should have good field position.
He felt all 6'2", 183 pounds of that hit. And now Stafford back for the punt return again.
So important, too, with the heat. We've seen St. Louis Park's snappers have some problems with the low snaps. That's a good snap. And a good punt sends Stafford back. Oh, that's going to be a big punt down at the 28-yard line.
And I don't think Stafford thought that ball was going to go back that far from where he lined up at. So
55 yards on the punt.
Exactly.
That's tough as a coach. You really want to make sure that your receiver is deep enough and that ball does not get over the head. So,
but the punts, I understand where he's coming from a little bit. The punts have been coming off a little bit goofy so far in this game for both sides of the ball. So, you actually don't know where to line up.
That can be a big weapon for a team when you get a punt like that. And now St. Louis Park with the ball at the 28-yard line. Livedall sends Uzel to the near side. And he rolls towards Uzel. He was open for a second. Now he's not. And Livedall goes down back around the 10-yard line.
And Livedall, again, like we said earlier in the last sack that he took, he has to understand what's going on. And he has to get out, get outside that box and just throw that ball away so he doesn't take that big, giant loss.
Well, that too, the running back did not hold his block at all on that one, and that caused the pressure to come in pretty quickly on Livedall. Second down, 23 yards to go. Griffin Jr. pulled down. A nice defensive play that time. As number 33, Deshaun Green.
And Griffin Jr., didn't he play both ways last game?
He did. I think they're trying to rest some players a little bit, not to play them both ways here. see if they go to Babcock here, but now they're going to put it up for Uzel. Uzel had some space over there, but
this looked like the ball just came out funny off his fingertips.
Again, when you have the heat, your hands sweat, and that may have just been a situation where the ball just slipped off of the hands. And so now the Orioles are going to need a good punt to see if they can reverse the field position. Kramer will stand back at his own 4-yard line.
And now they seem like they were in the same position Fridley was on the opposite side of the field.
Michael Murray back for the Tigers. He stands at his 40-yard line.
A nice way to get it off.
But no bounce.
No bounce.
That ball just died.
Yes.
A lot of times you want to get that
Ball
ball spinning, right?
Ball spinning,
forward.
rolling a little bit.
So be marked at the 43 of St. Louis Park. Orioles showing a blitz. Mulba staying on his feet.
Nice gang tackle by St. Louis Park there again.
But a nice 5-yard gain for Mulba that time, so Fridley will.
Nice hard run by Mulba right there. I think that St. Louis Park's defense is seeing something. You know, they know that they're running the dive up the middle and a little draw and a little, counter play to Mulba, so they're kind of picking that play up, here and there. So
a lot of the running, the game's moved pretty quickly so far, Keith.
Exactly.
Only 3.5, 350.
Not very many penalties this game.
No. Now that you say that, watch the whistle go off.
It's always happened.
Brothers, hands off to Mulba.
Oh, nice job.
Right, Mulba started up the middle that time, was able to sidestep over to the left side of the line and gain another 3-4 yards after the initial stop. There you see. Good job.
A nice job by St. Louis Park's defense. We got a timeout by Fridley. And seeing that they're second and 3rd and 2, they got to come up with a good play to make sure they don't get stopped from this series.
For Fridley now, they're in a position now with the ball on the 36-yard line where if they can get even a yard here, they'll probably go for it on 4th down, is my guess.
Yeah, I agree. They'll probably go for it on 4th down. So it's going to be St. Louis Park's job again. They got to get off that ball, fire off that ball quick, because it's probably coming mobile on number 23 on the dive, or a quarterback keeper. That's more than likely the play he's going to play. Or if not, going to try to get these guys to jump off sides and get that easy 5 yards.
Both teams fairly evenly matched. We've seen St. Louis Park do a good job defensively. They've gotten a few first downs on offense, but Fridley is really starting to stack that middle of that defense. St. Louis Park's going to have to find ways to get the ball outside and maybe down the field a little bit more.
Yeah, they've got to open up their passing game, and I think that, in that first series that we've seen, they did a lot of quarterback dives, but they're going to have to, get Griffith Jr. in the game and then open up that passing game as well, because obviously those guys are clogging up the middle. If they can get something going there, then we have a pretty good ball game on our hands here.
Here's that lineup we saw before, almost a full house. And that's a wide receiver taking it. Big hole all the way down the sidelines, and a touchdown for Fridley. Number 17, Odell Howard, coming.
And we've seen that play earlier. The Wildcat formation. Number 17 snaps the ball to him. He has a good core of guys lead blocking for him. And again, touchdown. You see everybody pulling. Nice block by number 33 getting out there. 64 just opened up a hole right there. Number 33 with a big hole, and he just runs through it for the touchdown.
So a chance to stop them there and maybe get the ball back, and all of a sudden they have a touchdown and possibly a 14-point lead.
And a nice job by St. Louis Park on the block.
Was that Martin?
That was Daryl Martin on the block.
He may not be that tall.
No.
But he plays hard.
He plays hard to get in there.
Here's that play again.
And again, you see number 33 with the distance. Nice kick out. Get to. Interesting. We don't see 17 a lot in their offensive series.
No.
Until they run that play, and then twice he get picked up big yards for a first down and now a touchdown.
Well, that's a play when they get into that formation. Next time, St. Louis Park's going to have to. They'll know that here's what we need to do.
It's that Bobcat coming at you.
Good call by the Fridley coaching staff on that play.
Excellent call.
There's a nice high kick. Well, 2 players over there. Now Uzzell trying to get a block and gets tripped up at the 20.
A nice job, a nice tackle by number 1 for Fridley.
You could see Stafford wanted that. They're lucky that someone's needing touchdown there at the 1 yard line.
Yeah, because usually the rule is somebody casts a call and the other guy is blocking, but they're kind of both in close facility and looking at each other and had to start just a little late off of that play.
So the Orioles deep in their own territory at their 19-yard line, and this is a situation where you got to be careful. You'd like to get as much time off the clock, not give Fridley another opportunity here.
And we would like to see St. Louis establish some offense before the half here.
Back to pass, thrown in the flat. Griffin Jr. can't hold on to it. Even if he did hold on to it there was 2 defenders right on him.
So, we have to say, St. Louis Park's defense has hold the end of the bargain up, but this offense has to get something going here in order to give these guys a chance.
Well, plus, 3 and outs do wear on the defense. So.
Absolutely.
There's a pass over the middle, almost intercepted.
Almost intercepted.
That was number 17 again, Odell. Odell Howard. So no time off the clock, 2:48.
Nope.
So the Orioles need to get a first down here. You have to put it up. Odell back to pass, looking, throws over the middle, the tight end.
Oh, nice catch.
Albrecht
with the high, get to the top part of the ball, brings down the ball. First down, St. Louis Park. Nice job by Lovejoy, just being patient, waiting for the play to open up, and a first down.
And Livedall's had time to throw in this game.
Hi, Jim. How are you?
Big first down for the Orioles. Otherwise, they would have had to punt from deep in their own territory.
And again, we want to see him establish something before this halftime.
There's that quick pass. That's Uzzell. And he's stacked up, a gain of about 4.
A nice game tackling by St. Louis Park, number 1 there on the play again.
I'd like to see Babcock get open here on the near side. Back to pass. Livedall has time. Throws over the middle again.
Oh, nice catch by number 5.
Hickerson Mitchell, yeah. Just reached out. As we see this one again, Keith.
Nice play.
And it was a great throw, too, in a spot where only
he could catch that
Hickerson could
ball.
get that one. That's right. Bach continues to run, 145. Little motion. And the give around the end
to Hickerson again.
Mitchell, yep.
Here's one of those things. If they can keep these guys off balance and just keep this, keep the defense off balance, they can establish something. And timeout by St. Louis Park. Stop the clock at 1:29.
Well, St. Louis Park at that time, knowing they had some timeouts left, they thought they'd try and spread it out a little bit. Tried to run the handoff.
And I think on that run play, he didn't get out of bounds, so they had to call a timeout, so the clock stopped running at that point in time.
Orioles still with 2 timeouts left. Orioles again like to see if they can make something happen or get some points on the board and have some momentum to go into the locker room.
Yeah. And they will get the ball back at halftime, after halftime, so that would be a good thing for them. We'll see if they can get something established here before they go into going off on a positive note here. So Bruce, football has come upon us, college, NFL, and everything else. High school football is popping off.
Back to pass, lived all under pressure, avoids it, and he's not going to really, well, he's going to walk his way basically to the 40.
Yeah, to the 40-yard line. And they got to get out of there and get back on the ball.
You know, Keith, this is a great time of the year for football, and again, right now while the temperatures are still nice and we're able to stay outside the press box, but we know at some point we'll be we'll have the parkas on.
Exactly. But I'm not going to complain. I'm going to enjoy this weather, whether it's a little hot or not at this point in time.
That's right. Another timeout, so St. Louis Park now with 1 timeout remaining.
And understand, St. Louis Park has to understand now, it's not about running the ball. They got to get this ball in the air with some wide receivers, tight end. I would look for, Albright to make a play here, or even Hickerson at this point in time. Somebody got to make a play, because we got to put the ball up in the air to get some positive yards, even score a touchdown if that can happen.
Now, as a defense, are you more in a prevent, or do you just play your
I don't believe in that prevent defense in situations like this because they play too far deep and too often. Then the offenses, and you've seen it, especially this last week in college football, guys are doing that. You think of the Clemson-Georgia game, and it costs them, guys get up the field within minutes and score touchdowns.
This is where they've had problems with this roll because it's hard for him to throw across his body, and he shovel passes it.
It's going to be a hold, and it's going to be coming back anyway on number 72. It's going to be a hold on Wilkinson.
You'd almost
number 11,
like to see him be able to roll the other way where he's rolling to his strong side.
Yep. And here we see the hold. He's just going to block him in the back right there. The referee's flag got a little stuck in his pocket. Threw it down. So I love at this point in time, with third down, you just want to see Lovedahl, make a smart decision on where he throws this ball. Not throw an interception, turn over the ball with 1:06 seconds left, and give any chance to get their offense going again.
Well, Fridley had a decision to make. Do you make it 4th down, or do you take the penalty and push him back? And I think they're going to push him back. It's a pretty big penalty moving him back. And I think. Well, this one's going way back. They're almost over to McDonald's now.
Yeah.
I think they went a little too far.
Yeah, I was like, where are we going? How big was the penalty? 10. They look like they went about 20.
It does. So now St. Louis Park has to be careful and probably run the ball, take time off the clock. And Fridley will probably call a timeout now. Well, Fridley's going to let the clock go. And if I'm St. Louis Park, I let the clock go as far down as you can before you punt it.
Exactly.
And maybe even take a timeout. Well, no one back either, so it's really interesting. There's a bad.
Nice little swivel kick out there. That would have been a bad situation.
Again, a situation there for Fridley. Could have taken advantage and maybe put a few more points on the board. I don't think that this game is over by any means at 14-0.
No, absolutely not.
And so if you're the Fridley team, you're saying, why would you not take a time out there and see what happens? I mean, had that ball gone over the punter's head, they have 16 seconds left, and they wasted 45 more seconds. When you get late in the game, you can see not running up a score, but still 14 points, only a two-possession game with Park getting the football to start the second half. Brothers back to pass. He's going to throw deep. Defender there, and it's intercepted. And Stafford has an opening down the sideline. He's got some blockers. And gets out of bounds with 3 seconds to go.
And again, Stafford has came to play today. He has came to play today, ladies and gentlemen. This guy has been all over the floor. He's been making open field tackles. Now he's intercepting balls. He's been punt return. Boy, oh boy, St. Louis Park should be happy to have this guy on their side of the ball this evening.
Well, Emron Jelani also did a good job back there, and as he sort of fended off the receiver to allow Stafford to get the ball. Now the Orioles will have one shot. So maybe, when I was
one shot at the end zone.
Right.
And this is an interesting play call by Fridley, with 16 seconds to go to force a pass like that. That's what we didn't want to see St. Louis Park do. And Fridley comes back and makes that same mistake. And boy, oh boy, look at this hit here.
Well, and again, you got to get out of bounds, know where the clock is. If you're not going to make it in the end zone, give your team one chance to put it up in the air. St. Louis Park uses their last time out here to set up a play. It's so far Livedale's had time to throw, and that's so important to let the receivers get downfield and see if they go in a Hail Mary format, or they're still only 25 yards out, so not really. They don't have to necessarily do a Hail Mary.
No, they have to do a Hail Mary, but Lovejoy, these guys, this play has to be quick because they only got 2.6 seconds left to make something happen. Oh, now they got Stafford out there.
Trips to the right, Stafford to the near side. Livedale throws for Stafford, and it's picked off. And now the Orioles got to make sure that they don't allow this receiver to go all the way. The defender.
And that ball just came up short out of Livedale's hand. Again, Stafford never had an opportunity to make any kind of play on that ball right there. This came out of his hand short, so.
Hunan Khan getting the interception, and again, there's a play where they didn't really, had he even caught the ball, he probably wouldn't have gotten in the end zone. You would have liked to have seen a deeper pass into the end zone.
Exactly. That was a short pass, so I don't even know what they're thinking there. You might want to throw a 9 route, as we call it, deep into the end zone to, see if you can make something happen. But, again, they always have to go back at halftime and reevaluate it.
Well, we saw St. Louis Park against Jackson County come out as a different team in the second half. We'll see if this coaching staff can make some adjustments and see what happens.
Hey, I like what I'm seeing by St. Louis Park's defense tonight. I'm just gonna, if I'm the offensive coordinator, you're gonna have to come up with something, do some play action, open up your passing game a little bit. I like that last look they had, but they're gonna have to do something on offense because they can't keep leaning on their defense like that. Defense wins games, but they have to do something on offense to keep these guys in the game because you still got to put points on the board on that side of the ball as well.
All right, we're through one half of play here from St. Louis Park. Our score, Fridley 13, the St. Louis Park Orioles 0. We'll be back with more football in a minute. Bruce Orman along with Keith Williams, 13-0 our score here as we get ready to start the second half. For Fridley, they will kick off to start the second half. And it looks like Keith, there's a penalty must have happened at the end of the half that is going to be, because Fridley's going to be kicking from the 45-yard line. So that got carried over into.
So I wonder what the penalty was.
May have been some unsportsmanlike conduct or something that was assessed at the beginning of the second half. So,
Nice kick. Oh, he's gonna pick that up.
oh no, and his knee hits the ground. That's a tough way to start the second half. And really, you almost would have liked this scene where he fielded that ball if you could have let that ball go in the end zone and then down it for a touchback at the 20. Let's just see.
I think it was short of the end zone, so he had to come up
you're
and
right.
drop the ball. You know, and it's something that he has to, make sure that he has, good secure with that ball so that they don't get in that bad field position. That's the worst thing you don't want to do is come out in the second half with bad field position like that.
You always want to make sure you pick up the ball, but again, in high school, once your knee hits the ground, you're down, and so you got to be careful. If you have enough time to pick it up, make sure that knee doesn't hit the ground when you're doing so. So deep in their own territory. Brian Griffin Jr. with a nice ball.
Jr. with a big run, and that's what we want to see coming out in the first half. Griffin Jr. now they're establishing the run, as we talked about, before halftime, coming out and changing things up a little bit.
Big run for St. Louis Park on their first play. Being deep in their own territory, that was important. They're going to run the same play. Fridley stacks this one up. Emmanuel Korma in on the tackle on that play for the Tigers. Did a great job defensively, not allowing that play to happen for more yardage here. And now St. Louis Park with second down and the option play. And the quarterback keeps it, Livedall, and Livedall gets a nice gain as he gets out to the 30-yard line. So bring up a third down and interesting situation for St. Louis Park. They'll need 4 yards here to keep the drive going. Oh, an option play here. And you saw the defender that time committing to Griffin Jr. So Livedall took it inside.
And Griffin Jr. nice on the run again. And again, they come out and they establish their running play and he's getting positive yards.
Good second effort by Griffin Jr. is going to come up short of the first down, though. And now St. Louis Park will send the punting team.
And again, that's one of those things, Bruce, they're going to have to find a happy medium there, balance there, where they run a little bit, get a few positive yards, try to open up the passing game a little bit, maybe a quarterback draw, try to mix it all up in there so you keep this defense, off balance and, get something going.
Well, Keith, on fourth down and a yard to go, St. Louis Park's going to go for it. I think
and now they're going to run that little wildcat formation.
Try and draw them off sides, maybe. No, they're going to go for it. Stafford. And Stafford has the first down.
Stafford has the first down. So they gave him a own little taste of their own medicine with that wildcat look there, and Stafford picks up the first down. Again, this kid has been amazing tonight, Bruce. From the interceptions to the open field tackles to tackling in the backfield, this kid's all over the place.
Well, the Orioles brought in the big guys. They brought in...
And if I'm the offensive coordinator, he's staying in the game,
Also Christopher Compton, so a couple of D linemen going in on offense to do a little blocking. Look at him in the backfield too.
Again, that wildcat formation going on there.
So they run the same play to Stafford. So we've seen it twice here where plays worked where they handed off to Brian Griffin Jr. He got the first down. They gave it to him on the same exact play the next time. Here they run the same play twice in a row too.
Again, and I would like to see a little bit of the mixing that thing up. You've seen Fridley do it, but they only did twice in long down situations, and you don't want to run the same play twice. You want to mix it up a little bit. Probably give it to Griffin.
That may have been a nice play action off of that.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
Same lineup here. Back to pass, thrown on the far side, complete.
Nice job. And again, that's what we talk about, changing it up a little play action, pick up a nice first down, and now they're changing it up. Again, that's what we talked about earlier, Bruce, is this play action. Like you said, they went back to the same formation, a little play action. The defense bit in the middle on Stafford, throw it out to the Griffin Jr., and you pick up a first down. That's mixing it up, and keeping that defense off balance. Nice job, St. Louis Park. And again, they go back to that wildcat
Trying to
formation.
get Stafford to the near sideline, and Stafford was taken down on a nice play. That was Sam Musa.
You know, and again, those guys got to get out there and block. The defense got to give them credit coming out there, squeezing the play down to stretching it all the way out and making a nice play on Stafford.
So now they'll bring out that set, go back to their original spread offense. Back to pass, Livedall. He's got time. Now he's got room to roll. Likes to throw.
Oh, and drop ball by number 7, Babcock. We haven't heard from him all night long. Had a nice little pass there by.
Yeah. Well, and you watch here. Look at this right side.
A nice way to step up into the pocket, dump off the ball a little bit. Oh, and just over his fingertips, it's Babcock.
But a good play, a good call, and now it brings up 3rd down and 11 to go.
And I think Livedall is starting to see some stepping into the pocket instead of running outside wide. Gives him a little bit more time to possibly make a play.
Now he's got pressure, steps up, just got to hold on to this
Yep.
one. Looked like he was going to try and maybe shovel it or something, but no, nothing doing there. And now
Nice plays by Musa again. Musa's been all over the field tonight for Fridley. You got to give that guy some credit, making a lot of big plays and creating havoc on St. Louis Park's offense this evening.
You know, St. Louis Park gets a few first downs, but they just can't sustain a long drive yet so far in this game. Murray back, Kramer to punt. Good snap. Kramer, nice end over end punt. Takes a
And
tiger
that ball
bounce.
just will not bounce the other way. It
Yeah, you just can't get it to turn over.
Yeah, just can't get it to turn over.
Had good hang time on that one as it bounced at about the 35 and went back to the 36. So that's where the Vikings signed the kicker,
Yeah.
Australian.
Yeah, exactly. Roll gives a little roll to it.
So we have a stoppage with 6:48. I think they stop it right around the 7-minute mark for water break. So Fridley now will have good field position at the 36-yard line.
So you got a quick sweep pitch out to
Moba. There he
Moba.
goes.
And Moba is gone.
Seems like when they can spring someone outside, they're able to beat the Orioles on the corner. And that may be a situation where those cornerbacks are pinching in.
Yeah, too tight.
Right.
We'll see what they do here. And just, you know, and what happened, Bruce, was just a nice block by the wide receiver out there to pop it open that lane towards the end zone and, you know, move.
64 yards later.
And moving for the touchdown. Nice run by Muba from Fridley.
Kick is up and good. Well, St. Louis Park's next contest is against Benil. And Benil's showing that they can score a lot of points this year, so it's going to be a big test for St. Louis Park as Benil right now, updated score I believe was 28-0 over Cooper.
So again, it seems like these guys are going to get some big powerhouses in the beginning of their season, you know, and hopefully they can make some adjustments. We know St. Louis Park is still young, you know, and upcoming in the, you know, with the athletes they have on the field. But, you know, they got to try to figure something out so they can stay in these ball games.
Fairly new coaching staff too, so the players that have been around have to get used to the new style of play, and as the season goes on, they'll get used to it here. Again, you just got to avoid those big plays, and
Yes.
those can haunt you. Again, a nice kick. Stafford. Good tackle that time.
A nice open
Odell.
field tackle by Odell. Oh, and there's another kid that's been all over the place. You know, plays a little, you know, he's just like a Stafford, but on the other side of the ball.
Right.
You know, runs a little walkout offense, plays defensive back, special teams, and, you know, just all over the place. So kudos to Odell from Fridley this evening.
Orioles seem to move the ball a little bit better. See if they can get something going here. There's a quick pass over the middle.
Albrecht has the ball and drops the ball. And again, you know, we see St. Louis Park can pass the ball, but, you know, last couple plays that we've seen by their receivers have dropped the ball. Albrecht on the drop right there. Babcock with the drop ball. So, you know, they got something going. They just got to, you know, they got to keep those. They got to catch those balls to create positive yards for themselves.
Another quick pass. Zell. So Keith, when you do this quick pass a few times,
A little quick hitch
see
pass.
right now that it was nice because there's no one within 4 or 5 yards of him, but you're hoping that so you can have someone come up and he just springs past them.
Well, that's usually the other wide receiver's job is to, you know, create a nice block on that defensive back so he can spring for about 5 or 6 yards on that play.
There's a pass deflected, intercepted,
no.
and look who has
There's
it.
the ball.
Odell Howard.
Odell Howard for the touchdown. And you don't want to see that, ladies and gentlemen.
Boy, Odell Howard has been everywhere on this football field. That's the case too, where it's just watch the throw here.
Looks like it was tipped. It just went off the hands of Howard Jr., Griffith Jr., and he just comes up, makes a play.
Scooped it up right around his
Scooped it up.
knees, yeah.
Wow, what a play that is by Odell, in for a touchdown.
It's gotten quiet here. You can almost hear a pin drop now, Keith. That sort of stunned the fans a little bit.
Yeah, that's really stunned the fans a little bit because, again, you know, defense has been doing their job, and the offense just cannot get anything going tonight. And, you know, I feel bad for those guys in defense because they're working their tails off. But the offense, like we said before halftime, we has to get something going.
Again, a veteran Fridley team, and great job by the coaching staff, Adam Fisher, along with Bryce Richter, Dan Nalepra, and Justin Reese. Coach Wolf looks a little frustrated on the sidelines, and
they're missing somebody on the kickoff return.
strong leg. Well, they're going to take it. Stafford, if he's got to get some speed here, because you can see Fridley had a lot of closing speed.
And man, this is 17 Odell athlete. Boy, he came from all the way across the field to make that tackle on Stafford. One athlete, one unbelievable athlete making a play on another unbelievable athlete, let me tell you.
Stafford could be tiring a little bit too. Still 5:35 here in the third quarter. It's been all Fridley. St. Louis Park outscored 14-0 here in the third. Keith, you just got to take baby steps right now.
Exactly. They got to just get something going at this point in time, Bruce. And there's some nice positive yard by Griffith Jr. And again, we just want to see these guys get something established, you know. it's been all Fridley from this, for this part, on offense. And, actually, you got, I can't take any away from St. Louis Park's defense. Those guys are grinding out, with little rest in between series at this point in time.
On 2nd and 6. About a yard or two.
And again, these guys need to get these guys a first down. Even though, Fridley is scoring pretty quick here, they got to give these defensive guys a break at some point in time.
Leaves them a 3rd and 7 yards to go right now. Stepping into the pocket, throwing over the middle, and off the fingertips of Hike. Hike upset with himself there. Again, you can see Hike with 3 defenders on him was able to do a good job to try and get in position, even try and catch that ball. So now Kramer, deep in his own territory, will punt with Michael Murray back. Nice. Still.
That dang ball will not roll at all.
So the Tigers in full command here as 4 minutes, 24 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. They lead 27-0. Tyler Frid lines up to the near side. Guarded by Jelani. Carruthers has done a good job directing the offense. Quick pass.
Quick pitch out there. And I know it's one thing they threw it away from Stafford's side that time.
And again, a dangerous throw that time with a lot of coverage, but still able to get positive yardage out of that play.
Because,
that Tyler Frid was the receiver on the near side. Darius Mulbra in the backfield. Carruthers. Changing the play here. There's a quick pass intercepted.
No. And Huck had the ball right in his hands, end zone, in his near future, and drops the ball. That's a wow.
Nice read, Hike.
Nice read. I think Hike got a little too excited on that play and was looking at the end zone. Oh man,
right.
You could only have that. But it's still a nice play, nice breakup by Hike.
Again, Fridley just working some different plays, trying to get some practice in here. They could just try and run the clock down, but trying to give Carruthers an opportunity to throw the ball a little bit here. I think Mulba gets it here. Nope. Quarterback keeper. Oh, good defense. Carruthers did a good job to hold on to that football.
I thought that thing was about to pop out. And this will be the first time we see Fridley punt tonight. Well, so good job by the St. Louis Park defense to hold the guys to a stop. Again, hopefully that we get this offense can get a little something going.
Matt Dean. Nice high punt. Goes towards the end zone, and well, I don't know. I think it's a touchback. It is.
Yeah, that's a touchback. 3 slid in the end zone. I think I call that one a touchback.
So if the Orioles keep Livedall out there, they do. Brian Griffin Jr. remains on the sidelines right now. Stafford in the backfield. Gives to Stafford. He breaks one tackle, stays on his feet. Now he breaks another one. He's going to need 6 people to bring him down.
Playmakers make plays, Bruce, and Stafford's definitely a playmaker.
And that's why he was back there. You know, he may not be the fastest player, but
no. I'll take determination, keeping your feet moving, hard work, and just keep driving.
Look at this.
Unbelievable. Nice job, Stafford. This guy's been all over the field tonight, ladies and gentlemen, putting on quite a show.
Back to pass. Livedall has time, throws, and good coverage that time.
Nice straight coverage by number 6.
Luke Prosser.
Luke Prosser on the nice tackle.
Third down, 2 yards to go. Oh, Griffin Jr. gets tripped up. And again, there's that.
Pat Whalen that's coming through for a nice tackle.
Keith, I know a lot of teams, when they run from the spread, the quarterback operates out of the shotgun. It's 5-6 yards back.
Yep.
And if you get penetration, which they did there, you lose yards if you don't get back, not getting back to the line of scrimmage. When you have a third down, 2 yards to go, I don't see the teams tend to put a quarterback under center.
And I don't know why they don't, especially, because that shotgun formation can kill you a little bit. Uh-oh.
Yeah, here's that down the sideline. If I'm Fridley, I just go down that far sideline because St. Louis Park has been unable to stop the players. And that again is Michael Murray on a beautiful return.
And now this Fridley team is just starting to turn on the heat, and we're seeing them hitting from all different
I don't know if it seems that sideline is magic. I don't know if the Fridley coaching staff is throwing banana peels down for the defense or what.
Because they scored all their touchdowns on that sideline right there.
And the pitch, Mulba. He takes it down that sideline.
And you're going to have a holding call. This one's coming back. See that flag? They're back there. You all know it's the hold that's coming back.
They work on their left side of the line against the right side of the defense.
Exactly.
So we're under a minute to go in the third quarter, a quarter that's pretty much been all Fridley.
So besides a botch, and a block, extra point, Fridley's been looking pretty impressive on this series.
They almost had that touchdown and that interception. That could have been big.
Yeah.
Couple plays that. Carruthers, quick toss over the middle, a nice catch. Does a good job throwing that ball with a lot of mustard on it, and then to Cheney Powell. You've seen Powell has a great size over the middle. Orioles had good coverage on the play, but.
I think they're just going to let this one run down.
I think they have to get one more playoff. Not much of a breeze right now, Keith.
No,
It feels like it's warmed
muggy.
up a little
Yeah,
bit.
it's a little muggy out.
Nice play along the far sideline.
Oh, and he fumbled the ball.
Bring up a 3rd down, and the clock will run out here in the 3rd quarter. As St. Louis Park outscored 14-0 here in the 3rd. After 3 quarters of play, our score is 27 for Fridley. St. Louis Park with 0.
Everyone needs a good night's sleep, but it's hard to sleep tight if you're worried about bed bugs. That's right, bed bugs are real as the threats posed by other household pests like roaches, rodents, and termites. Together, they contribute to illnesses like asthma and Lyme disease, major property damage, and contaminated food. To learn how to protect your home and family, visit pestworld.org. Because household pests shouldn't keep anyone up at night.
Well, our score is 27-0. Fridley here. On a warm night. Spent all Fridley Tigers. Again, a very dominant performance by a very senior-driven team. St. Louis Park coach is trying to direct the players here on this play, and it's thrown to the near side.
Folded up there.
Well, it's interesting that the coaches, as that was thrown to Matt Doon, but the coaches were sort of signaling the players to get across the field. And one of the players who was controlling that right side ended up going across and leaving Doon wide open. Well, this will be fun to see because Wiggins has a strong leg as he attempts the field goal here, Keith. Well, that didn't go anywhere.
No.
That may have been partly with the hold because Wiggins off the tee is just amazing.
Yeah, exactly. So as you see, this offense can get something moving again.
Well, it's important now to just keep, as we said, baby steps to try and make something positive happen here. And really still with starters in on defense and flag down. Again, it's been a pretty penalty-free game, and we've encroachment on the defense here.
And we like to see something in this 4th quarter by, St. Louis Park, before they head over to St. Margaret Burnell next week, for that big header on your birthday, too, as well.
Be 25.
Yes. You didn't know the new 50 is turning to 25?
Yeah, even though I've been announcing for 34 years, right? So, guess the math doesn't quite work, so. No yards on that play. Keith, I'm getting mosquito bitten here.
Yeah, I'm like, what's going on? I'm like,
it doesn't usually happen in September like this.
Yeah.
Usually we get cooler weather. Again, it's gotten pretty muggy out here now. Almost feels a little warmer because we had a breeze at the beginning of the game. Livedall back to pass. He looks, steps up into the pocket. Now he's going to run with it. This is what I like to see.
First down, nice tackle.
I don't like to see him get hit hard.
Again, you see Ordell on the tackle again. This guy is all over the place.
But there's been a couple times that Quinn had opportunities to run, and he kept he sort of couldn't make a decision and didn't take off in time. This time he did and was able to get the first down. There's a player cramping at the 40-yard line.
And that's the big playmaker, Ordell, for Fridley right now.
Well, there's a situation when you play both ways. Babcock with his first catch of the game.
A nice open field tackle by number 32, Williams.
I think they're going to have to get Odell Howard over to the sidelines, get him some fluids. Now St. Louis Park needs to take advantage without Howard in the game.
Now Babcock and who's that?
There's a handoff that time to Hike.
Third down at 6.
So now 3rd and 6 with 9:30 to go here.
And St. Louis Park just can't get anything going on offense. You just like to see them just get a little something going on offense this season.
There's a pass over the top. Brian Griffin again. We've seen a deflection before off Griffin's hands, and that was intercepted. And this was intercepted by the Tigers.
By Lawrence, Junior Lawrence from number 1 for Fridley.
Again, you know, Griffin Jr. very close, only a few yards from the quarterback, and you know that's a case where Quinn overthrew him and made it really tough to catch that.
And I think, you know, what Quinn seen was that linebacker coming through free and was just trying to get that ball out quick so he wouldn't get sacked for loss of yards. And, you know, it was just an ill-timed play for quarterback and the running back at that during that play.
I'm surprised Carruthers is still in the game. And the ball down to the 20.
And this looks like these guys are, you know, these guys are playing a little too far off the ball. These defensive backs are playing too far off, giving the guys too big of a cushion. You know, and that's why these guys are maybe, these wide receivers are making big plays out there.
Looks like the defense just has lost a little emotion, a little drive.
Yep.
Could be tiring a little bit too. Offense hasn't sustained too many long drives.
And you can see it right there, how the defensive back is so deep far back into the end zone. Nice.
Mulba. Fridley with a 27-0 lead, still keeping the starters in there. They spread out the offense. Back to pass. Now lobbing it up in the end zone.
And he should, I thought number 6 was going to pick that ball off.
Yeah, Michael Murray that time and was cutting inside, and the pass went outside.
It'd be nice to see the St. Louis Park defense, all the work they did, they can just hold them on this series and make them at least try to kick a field goal.
So for the Tigers now, 3rd down, 5 yards to go. Carruthers still the quarterback. Mulba in the backfield. Doing to the near side. And the pitch goes to Mulba. He cut back inside. It looked like the play was going to be stopped, but a good cutback move by Mulba to get another 5-6 yards and a first down. Watch this again.
And just a nice seal block, you know, just a nice seal block. He just finds an open space, run the daylight, and gains the first down. Nice job, Mulba. Mulba's been very active this game. I don't know how many yards he's got, but he got quite a few. And the kid got some wheels and some good feet on him, so I'm sure he's had a big night this evening.
Approaching the 7.5-minute mark. And Carruthers will give to Mulba. Here's one of the fans say, quit tackling high, and that's
That's actually coming out of the coach's box, and they're going crazy up there. You know, they're like, quit tackling so high, you know, stay low. And that's what we talked about again. You know, the point of attack is always at the thigh level, you know, when everybody's tackling so high. And that's why these guys can even churn and get a couple more yards when you tackle so high. So that's what they're trying to make these guys do, or tell them to do, is keep tackling low. Which they've been doing a good job so far this game, you know, compared to the first game that we've seen them, that is.
Right.
Timeout for Fridley.
So now Fridley takes a timeout with 7 minutes to go and 27-0 lead. I think Fridley will just continue to run, get some time off of this clock here. They know they have this game in command. You know, we mentioned for the Orioles, it's, you know, see if they can make something happen on offense, and it's pretty scary when you think that they've got Benilde up next. And
yeah, and Benilde is, you know, from what you said before, is up on Cooper 28-0, and you know, we did Benilde games last year and knew that, you know, they were a team that they're right on the brink of doing some good things, and it sounds like they're doing great things already this season. So it's going to be another test for St. Louis Park to go back to the drawing board. You know, hopefully they can put some points on the board and still walk into St. Margaret Benilde and face another powerhouse team for the third week in a row.
There's a run and a touchdown. Murray. So Murray comes around from the receiver spot around end and has another touchdown here, and it's 33-0.
You know, I think this is where, you know, Fridley might start putting some of their, you know, second string guys in and giving them a little bit of playing time, you know, and hopefully that our team, hopefully that the St. Louis Park team can do something against those guys.
So Wiggins will attempt the extra point here and make it a 34-point game. And he does.
Extra point is good.
So it's 6:54 to go.
Nice little sweet pass. Bumble in for a touchdown.
And that really thought St. Louis Park could match up fairly well against Fridley.
You know, they did at the beginning of the game, the first half. You know, but again, the whole problem with this St. Louis Park team is they haven't been able to really
sustain
the offense, or do anything on the offensive side of the ball. You know, the defense has played well. I'm going to give them their kudos, but the offenses just haven't been able to get anything going. And they're going to have to really go back to the drawing board, especially, again, like you said, going against St. Margaret Benilde, and figure out some things and try to mix it up a little bit with the run and the pass in order to establish some offense.
Hike and Stafford back for St. Louis Park. Hike takes this one. Goes behind the block. Tries to cut to the near side and is pulled down. Fridley's done a good job tackling on special teams.
Very good job tackling special teams.
So Livedall will again remain at quarterback.
And now you see that they have mixed some other players into the game on defense.
Griffin Jr. gets to the 35, gain of about 4.
Orioles, brought down by Sept and Elliott Tigers, brings up second and 6.
Here comes Griffin Jr. Dives close to the first down.
And nice pickup of first down for Griffin Jr. for the first down. Give the crowds a little something to cheer about.
Griffin Jr. working hard. Again, working against most of the second team defense here.
Yeah.
There's a nice pass, complete.
Nice pass, first down, complete to number 81.
Charlie Houghton. That's his first catch of the game. Ty Benny in the game for St. Louis Park, and now Stafford comes into the backfield a little bit late, gets the play. That's going to be a keeper by Livedall.
Nice.
He was
tackle.
wrapped like a blanket by number 6. Huh? That was Luke Prosser.
Prosser still in the game. And he said, I'm tired of seeing that play. He made big tackle on that play. Nobody even blocked him or tackled him. Everybody blocked him or touched him on that play. He came scot-free.
Pressure on the quarterback, thrown to Babcock. Makes a nice cut inside, comes back outside to the sideline,
nice
and gets out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Not for a first down. Stafford comes out. Into the game now, Hanif Natham in the backfield. Livedall, time to throw over the middle, incomplete. That intended for Ty Benny. That may have been Benny's first catch of the year. There's a lob for Albrecht, and he couldn't get position, and who got that one? Odell Howard.
Back in the game.
Look at him. He's going backwards, but now he's got room, and if he gets to the outside, you never know. There he goes. This is unbelievable.
Wow. And this guy is showtime. Wow. That was amazing. If that doesn't make some channel, Carrie Levin or something, highlight something.
Let's see how we got this one. Watch this one again.
This is the play of the week to me, ladies and gentlemen. Wow.
Look at that. He could have gone down there, avoided 2 tackles, avoided getting down on his knee.
Wow.
Rolling again. Almost tackled there.
I think
almost
he ran about 105 yards on that play.
There's a great, good block, but I think the Orioles' Piper was out of breath there.
Exactly. 58 was the last thing.
He's like, we had 4 or 5 other players trying for him. If they can't
and
get
a
him,
nice block by the Orioles again. If they don't have one thing going for them, they got some blocked field goals going for them, extra points going for them.
That's going to be a fun one for him to save the tape here. Paul, maybe you want to put up our number to call too if you want a copy of tonight's game, and I know Odell Howard
will want a copy of
this. Want a copy of this one.
He's sending everybody a copy of this.
Here it is. Here it is again. It's worth taking another look at. Albrecht went down as he almost had an opportunity. That was Hanif Natham.
And let me tell you, if I'm Odell, that thing is, I'm copy that thing over and over again and sell them to every college in the country that's looking at this. 5'9",
Well,
and sophomore. Wow.
That's that, and he's had some great plays running out of the Wildcat formation too. Had a touchdown and
Had an interception.
yes,
He's a triple threat.
he's the player of the game right there.
There you go.
We should mention it wasn't the complete second team defense there.
Yeah, exactly.
That pass, Albrecht did not have the inside position. The pass thrown to the inside. End over end kick. Hike. Down at the 20. Here's a number to call if you want a copy of this game, and believe that Fridley may be requesting a few more than some of the St. Louis Park fans.
So.
But keep this number on hand because I think we'll see some better performances by the Orioles as the season goes on. And these guys play hard. So, again, just a great game played by Fridley tonight, and it's been their night. And hopefully St. Louis Park can get it together here as the season goes on. Again, a very younger team for St. Louis Park, and they graduate a lot of players. So for the Orioles, it's just getting some experience on the field and improving
Absolutely.
as the season goes on, Keith.
Yeah, and again, like you said, just a young team, and they're going to have to go back to the drawing boards. And I know this is going to be a tough loss for them, but they're going to have to find some way, dig deep within somewhere, to get ready for that St. Louis, that St. Margaret Benilde team next week, because again, they're going to probably face a high explosive offense like these guys as well. So the coach is going to have to get these guys' mind right, get their bodies healed up, and get ready to go battle again next week.
Well, it must be over because the coach is headed out of the box. They've had enough from being up in the press box.
Exactly.
Well, it's not going to get any easier next year for St. Louis Park as they will have Chaska and Chanhassen and a new division that's could be a little tougher division. For St. Louis Park, though, they do have a number of young players. Here's Livedall as he can try and get outside, but for St. Louis Park, they've got a pretty big freshman squad.
Yeah.
So I think it's just it's going to take a couple years, but I think the coaches are on the right path, and this team will.
They'll adjust, and that's, again, everybody's in the building process, and obviously with this young team, they're in the building process as well. So hopefully, this year they can build off of what they've learned this year and go into next season, go into that new conference, and do some better things.
.309 to go, 40-0 our score. Keith, we have quite a few games like right in a row, and then I think we get a little bit of a breather as St. Louis Park plays at Benilde, so we'll be covering that game, and then I think they come back home for homecoming here at St. Louis Park. There's a tight end, Albrecht, as he pushes his way across the 40 to the 45.
Nice play by Albrecht, nice pass by Lovedahl.
It was a nice play and a nice block.
Exactly.
Nice cut inside by Griffin Jr. Griffin Jr. breaks a couple tackles and gets down to the 30. I don't see Odell Howard in the game.
No, I think I think those guys are done for the night.
Livedall up the middle.
Another first down. And you like to see St. Louis Park. You just get on the board just to get a little something.
Right. 40-7 looks a lot better than 40-0.
Yeah, exactly.
Ty Benny and Charlie Houghton line up on the far left side. Babcock to the near side. Breaking the tackle, Griffin Jr., and he could go. He does. And the fans can cheer.
Yeah. So 1 minute 27 seconds left. St. Louis Park give their fans something to cheer about with Griffin Jr. for the touchdown. Nice job.
Good to see Griffin Jr. too getting into the end zone because he worked so hard.
Yep.
Orioles having some problems here setting up for the
Extra point here.
extra point. Warner. And the kick is good. And the band can play the fight song. It's all good now.
Gives them something to cheer about. First team, second team, a touchdown's a touchdown. That's the point in the game. Leave on a positive note. That's what I always say.
Just shows you our first team's better than their second team.
Exactly.
Also shows you how good the Fridley first team is.
Exactly. Because they came in for, Adele and those guys set up for a minute and came back in and scored right away. And then went back down and sat down.
See if the Orioles will onside kick it.
And a penalty on the Orioles on the extra point, tipped.
Oh, the Tigers.
Hey.
Orioles, I think, setting up for an onside kick here. And the Fridley coaches head over to the sideline. So. For the offsides right now, based on where the ball's going to be placed. So this one will be spotted at the 45-yard line for Fridley. For St. Louis Park at the Fridley 45.
I don't think I've ever seen a kicker that size ever.
Yeah, Warner's
Warner's a big guy.
he's only had to kick twice in this game.
Yeah.
Well, we got Stafford. See if he can. One time he just kicked it hard off of one of the players and filled it by Fridley at the 21 with.
I don't think they're.
I think it's running. I think we have running time right now.
Yeah.
Down to 1 minute, and the clock will not stop. The Orioles with some of their reserves out on the field right now. Oh, this could be one of those reverse plays.
No, not
Look out.
again. Oh, wow. Hey, let me tell you one thing, folks. This Fridley team got some guys that can run the football. I'll tell you that right
And
now.
that was Leon DeShield.
Whew, boy, they got some feet out there.
They don't go north and south.
Yeah.
They go north, then they go east, then they go west.
And they can confuse you a little
Then
bit,
they go
get you
back.
a little dizzy, and then they start running.
This last play of the game right here. I'd say you got to put the knee down. Well, we're going to get a penalty. DeShield trying to get the touchdown, and but the refs are not even going to signal touchdown because it's going to come back. DeShield's like, come on, I don't get a chance to offer.
Just got a chance to shine, and clock runs out, holding penalty.
I don't know if this penalty being. I don't think they. I think they can
put this one in the book.
Take the penalty and. Penalty declined, but they must not have gotten in the end zone.
And that's the ball game.
Well, interesting, like for the statistician on that one, Keith, because now they got to figure out how many yards did he get when he went out of bounds. And I would tell you that player had a nice couple runs there to pad his statistics to show.
Absolutely.
Well, Keith.
47.
So Keith, now St. Louis Park, you talk to your players here a little bit, try and keep their heads up, and what do you say to your team? You've got to go back to some of the basics, but again, we saw some good things in the first half.
The great thing to see in the first half, what we talked about before, we watched them play against Jackson County, and the defense wasn't wrapping up, tackling guys, and the defense actually looked really good this evening. Now they're going to have to go back to the drawing board and see how their offense can get better. We've seen a few things that we didn't see in that first game against Jackson County, which was that quarterback draw, that I think they went to the well too much on. And now they're going to have to spread out their offense a little bit more. And what we've seen with the Wildcat and bringing Stafford in the game, now we're seeing some things. And if they can build off that momentum and add some of those things in early in the ball game, instead of just sticking with just a certain package, it probably can create some better things for them in the offensive series for them when they go against St. Margaret Bernil.
We saw a few times when they sent guys in motion, and we also saw the reverse handoff and things. Those are things that maybe they'll be able to work on.
Yeah, and again, we've seen some positive things for them at the end of the game. They actually put some players in there that you didn't see before. I think that with St. Louis Park, they didn't use Griffith Jr. enough in the beginning of the ball game to establish the run. I don't think they really established the run at all, and you can't really pass the ball, have any play action if you don't establish the run. So I think these offensive coordinators are going to really have to look at the tape. I think a little turning point of the game was, when they didn't punt the ball as well. So they got to look. The coach is going to have to look back at the tape, look at the things that they did wrong in order to help these players get those players' heads back into the game and get ready to play St. Margaret Bernil, next week.
And we saw some good and bad from Quinn Livedall. We saw him make some really good throws, and then we saw some that were tipped, intercepted. Those are things that he'll have to work on a little bit too, with his timing, also on those shorter passes.
And I think it's one of those things where they're going to have to work on the offensive line going to have to work on holding their blocks. And Livedall, the thing that he's going to have to do is get timing. When he stepped up to the pocket and create a little bit more time for herself. We've seen positive things. So, I don't take everything all negative. I think the coaches go back, look at the tape, go over the tape with the players, and say they build off of this, understand they are young, but they did some positive things. Again, kudos to the defense. They look completely different than when I seen them last time they played Jackson County. And now they've been off that offense, get their thing going. And I think we'll see some positive things from these guys this year.
One other thing we should mention is offensive line did give Quinn some time to throw the football.
Yeah, absolutely. They gave him some time to throw, but Quinn has to understand that he has to step up into the pocket and make plays and understand there's a clock within his head that all quarterbacks have. So you got to get rid of the ball, and not take the sack or throw it away or do something to get out of the pocket. And when he did run the ball, he made positive things happen. When he did step in the pocket, he's not doing positive things happen. He's just going to have to build off of that.
You mentioned Stafford had a great game for St. Louis Park.
I got to take my hats off to Stafford. If you're listening and watching this game and hope you get a copy of this game, there's playmakers and you're one of them. And just like Ordell was a playmaker, you were a playmaker and actually kept these guys in the hunt with all the things you did. So, go back off, go back out, build off that, and hopefully have a great big game against St. Margaret Bonneau next week.
Well, we had from the coaches starting quarterback was supposed to be Nick Rathke for Fridley,
yeah,
but Carruthers came in and did a great job.
I think he did an unbelievable job, but again, the big playmaker on that side of the ball was, Moose, I can't remember his name, the running back's name over there.
Mulba?
Mulba was unbelievable. And again, that Ordell, from interception to, all the things he did today.
Both sides of the ball.
Both sides of the ball was just absolutely amazing. So, hats off to Fridley's coaching staff and hats off to Ordell and Mulba and that Fridley football team they have going on there.
So upcoming game for St. Louis Park is at Benilde. And if you have not been to the Benilde facility,
beautiful,
come out and check out the football game, especially this time of the year when the weather's so nice. What else do you have to do? It's Thursday night, September 12th at Benilde. Support your St. Louis Park Orioles and or your Benilde St. Margaret Red Knights and come out and watch some football. So I want to thank everyone for joining us on behalf of our crew, which is Paul and Misty. I'm Bruce Ober, along with Keith Williams, saying so long here from St. Louis Park. Final score 47 for Fridley.